Now, various parties have reiterated the importance of amending laws to ensure that the relevant parties are compelled to implement recommendations that are made by the Sri Lanka Human Rights Commission.
The Sri Lanka Human Rights Commissioner Dr. Prathipa Mahanamaheva says that the relevant amendments have already been proposed.
In recent times, lodging complaints with the Sri Lanka Human Rights Commission has become a growing trend in the country. Representatives of the Public Service Management Assistant Officers Association came before the SLHRC today, claiming that the new service constitution violates their rights.
Numerous injustices have been done to a majority of our colleagues through this service constitution. In the old service constitution, there was an examination system for promotions, but this has been abolished through the new constitution. A system based on service time has been introduced. This is a major injustice.
The collective of teachers and principals trade unions made clarifications before the Sri Lanka Human Rights Commission today on the limiting of opportunities available to students who passed the Grade 5 scholarship examination to gain admission to 36 popular schools.
They have had classrooms of more than 45 students from grade 2 to grade 5 at the popular schools. They say that they would increase the number of classrooms in grade 6. They have actually limited the classrooms to 45 students. Through this, they have set it up so that the number of students enrolled will be reduced. This is a major crime. The Human Rights Commission has decided to pay special attention to this.
Complaints have been lodged with the Sri Lanka Human Rights Commission in the recent past with regard to the number of issues, including the amending of the beneficiary age of the farmers' pension scheme, the discovery of the mass grave in Matale, and the Ratapaswala water crisis. According to the SLHRC, it received 7,765 complaints in 2013. 1,439 of these complaints were ones for which inquiries had not concluded by the end of 2012.
When we lodge a complaint with the Human Rights Commission and the Human Rights Commission issues a recommendation, it is not implemented. We hope that this recommendation will be implemented. We hope that this will be made an institution that has some power. Otherwise, it is meaningless to issue recommendations that will not be implemented. Decisions that were reached regarding education in the Central Province are yet to be implemented. The same applies for the Western Province. We do bring factions and institutions that have not implemented recommendations before the Commission. We bring them before the Commission and ask them once again to explain themselves. As per the Act, if the recommendations are not implemented even after that, what we can do is inform the Parliament. It is difficult to implement this practically. That is why we ask that the Sri Lanka Human Rights Commission Act number 996 be amended. If one of our recommendations are not implemented within a reasonable time frame, then there must be an opportunity to bring the matter before a provincial high court or an appellate court with a certificate and have the recommendation implemented via court order.